Welcome back to Hannity. So almost immediately after the release of the CIA report earlier this week, some began calling for men and women who used enhanced interrogation techniques to be prosecuted. Now, a statement from the Council on American Islamic Relations reads in part, quote, "This disturbing report clearly demonstrates the need for those who approved of this and carried out this campaign of torture to be held accountable for their actions." It went on to read, "Torture is not an American value. We should not be questioning whether or not it worked, but why we ever use such brutal and illegal interrogation techniques." Here with us now is Indianapolis area Imam Mohammed Sadiq is with us, and from the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, Zuhdi Jasser is back. Imam, let me begin with you. 2 kids, okay, they're yours, killed on 9/11 in the Twin Towers or maybe the Pentagon. We find the people that are responsible, and perhaps they have knowledge of a future attack. Are you against using sleep deprivation and waterboarding to get the information to save other kids from dying, other people from dying?
In principle, the answer would be yes. And I say that with the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Yes, in principle. Now, whether I would be weakened down to the point that I would become selfish, that's possible, because that's a part of human nature. But the correct answer is what the Honorable Dianne Feinstein did, which I think was a great and wonderful and honorable thing that she did. Yeah,
and what if Americans overseas die as a result of her revealing classified information like this?
Well, we don't want to see a single life lost, but I guarantee you in the long run, what she has done is going to preserve this country for posterity's sake down the line.
Barack Obama's involved in the drone strikes, in the drone program, and we know, for example, that 2,400 people so far have been killed, and we know for a fact in Pakistan alone the estimate is between 400 and 950 civilians, including 168 to 200 children. Now, she didn't mention the drone strikes by Barack Obama. If you have a choice between enhanced interrogation or a drone strike that kills you, which one would you choose?
Look, both of these things are wrong. Both of them are wrong. I'm not going to pretend. First of all, I disagree with the drone strikes. I think what our president has done.
So then how do we fight a war against an enemy that's sworn to kill us? What are we allowed to do?
We fight it with the dignity that America has used for the last 400 years. For the last 400 years,
you mean like the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Is that okay?
What? No, that was not okay.
That's not okay? I think it was okay.
No,
I think that was the right decision. As I believe enhanced interrogation is the right decision, and I believe it or not, I support Barack Obama. He's right on the use of drones.
If we're not going to preserve the long-range plan for America,
you say that America's done all this, but America dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Dr. Jasser.
It was wrong.
It's just incredulous, Sean.
Wrong.
You know, Imam, what would you like? I think you and the Council on American Islamic Relations would like us to hand chai and maybe Arabic coffee to prisoners that are on the verge of killing us. I mean, this is absurd. We are not a pacifist religion, and as Muslims who believe in this country, we should defend the moral high grounds. And what's happening is this report is half-baked, and it's being used by a partisan group, the Democrats, in order to make points, and then if some violence happens as a result, they'll blame it on the conservatives. What is the bigger strategy, Imam? We are at war, and Sean, this is the problem, is that the Islamist groups in America, like CARE and other apologists like Imam Sadiq, don't realize it. They don't want us to have a strategy against political Islam, and they want to weaken our country.
You know, and Imam, let me go back to you, because I think Zuhdi raises a point here, and that is, this is all predicated on an attack that killed 3,000 Americans. Who attacked us? Radical Islamists, those that kill in the name of your religion. So they started the war. So perhaps your moral indignation and your outrage ought to be directed at the people that started the fight that killed 3,000 innocent people.
But does punishment mean torture? I'm not against punishing the evil and the wrong. I think every one of them need to be punished. And if they're found guilty, we should morally
why do you care if we waterboarded Khalid Sheikh Mohammed? Why would you care?
That is not our way. That is not the American way.
No, that is our way, actually. It was legal, and it worked, and we got information that found Bin Laden.
America is morally above that. And I'm with Dianne.
No, I don't think so. I think
she's a wonderful lady.
I think we got to defend ourselves.
Do you realize how your comments are driving even the greater radicalization of Muslims? Do you realize that the comments and the apologetics you're giving against this country are actually, there is, what are you saying, there's no use at all in war for coercion in some kind? I'm not saying that there aren't limits and we shouldn't discuss the truth, but But this report is not the truth. It is one-sided. Every CIA director so far has said it's been one-sided. And we as Americans are going to stand behind the truth.
Okay, give it up a moment, Dr.
Listen, we will stand behind the truth, but as Muslims, you cannot defend the Islamist militancy.
Like I did, Dr. Jasser. Correct the report, but keep the moral dignity of America.
Do you realize that your comments are on the front page of Iranian media right now? The Islamist mantra that care and others is being used by our enemies to paint us as equivalent to our enemies, which we are not.